Recording? Yep.
Hi.
It's going? Oh, no, hang on. I'm not ready. And 3, 2.
Tell me why, I'm still stuck in this place. All the violence, it's just a one-man murder maze. I reappraise my ways, I put my favorite plays in a blazing haze. And I'll end my days in this one-man murder maze. Let me rephrase. These are the days in a one-man murder maze. Man murder maze, man murder maze.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi,
everybody.
Eric
I'm Eric Trueheart.
Hi. Oh, you're Eric Trueheart.
Right. And you're Ricky Simons. And this is One Man Murder Maze.
Yes, this is One Man Murder Maze.
The podcast featuring myself and Ricky Simons as Ricky puts me, or my character Horkhauser, through a maze of death.
I'm a voice actor, writer, and artist. The voice of Gur on Invader Zim.
Yes. And I'm Eric Trueheart, a cartoon writer, TV writer, and writer on Invader Zim all those years ago, where I worked with Ricky, and discovered that Ricky is into Dungeons and Dragons and creates quite a would you describe it as vindictive?
A whole bunch of baloney is what I would call it. Yeah.
And we will be taking you on a one-man Dungeons and Dragons adventure, which I'm sure will be full of personal abuse, excitement, adventure, blood, guts, gore, and probably very little else.
And chair throwing.
Yeah. No, I've got +4.
And just so everyone knows, we were originally going to do this face-to-face.
Right.
But circumstances being what they are, we didn't trust each other to not steal each other's toilet paper when we were this close up, so we decided to separate.
Yeah, plague really drives a wedge between people. So we are far away so as not to spread disease, and because Ricky doesn't trust me with his toilet paper.
Right.
But so in future we'll be in the same room, but until the coronavirus is beaten down with a stick, we're going to be doing... Oh, one thing I did forget. I am an adult with braces, and yes, it is odd. It's really hard to look at.
Oh, I can't see them on here. Are you still have those? I thought they fell out already.
Yeah,
it's been
thanks.
So long.
No, I still have them. No, I obviously still have them. So this is not safe for work. And so you know, every episode I will be drinking a different cocktail.
Nice.
And today I have something I invented myself, and I'm not proud of myself for having done this. This is called the Peanut Butter and Jelly on Rye. And to make a peanut butter and jelly... Hang on, I should have a little jaunty music in the background. Hang on. There it goes. What you need is some Screwball peanut butter whiskey. Put the bag over your head when you go to the liquor store to buy it. You use 1.5 ounces of that. You use 1 ounce of regular rye whiskey, 3/4 of an ounce of Chambord black raspberry liqueur, or any sort of raspberry liqueur you can get your hands on, and a couple of dashes of orange bitters. Stir it all up in a cocktail shaker like you would a Manhattan. Serve it with either an orange twist or perhaps a cherry. And it does taste like peanut butter and jelly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Could you stir it with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Would that make it any different?
Yes. No. I don't know. But you can throw in a fistful of Fritos. And music stop. All right, so let's get rolling.
I'm imbibing in some decaf coffee.
Well, good.
Black.
Like so tell me, my character is named Horkhauser. He is an indentured servant. Sorry, what?
Yes, tell us about Horkhauser before
Horkhauser is an indentured servant. He's a human being and he's a druid. He lives in a land where everybody is druid. The thing about Horkhauser is this. He's sort of a average-sized guy with a big, angry red beard, and life has not been good to him. He was sold into indentured servitude by his uncle at a young age and has been slowly working off his debt over the years. He's owned by a guy named Lovelace, whom Horkhauser cannot stand. Lovelace's job is, correct me if I'm wrong, in this universe, he's sort of the opposite of Indiana Jones. What he does is he has artifacts, various magical devices belonging to certain gods that have fallen into his hands, and he's, rather than Indiana Jones taking them and bringing them back, he puts them back in the hands of the gods where they belong. And by he does that, what I mean is Horkhauser does it.
Yes,
He
in
sends
fact,
Horkhauser out into the danger. Yes, but what?
In fact, your job is titled Reverse Burglar.
Oh, good. Of course it is. That's great. Horkhauser probably would describe himself as that. So, history, I mean, rather, fate's never kind to Horkhauser, and as a druid, his spell focus is his cigar, which never seems to actually go out unless he really needs it to, and then it just is back up again. And do you want to give a little background of this universe, how it's slightly different than most D&D universes?
Yes. It is. We are using D&D 5e for this universe. The setting, though, is a world I've created called Fey Opion. And Fey Opion is as the name suggests, has more Fey stuff going on in it at any time. There are your usual Dungeons and Dragons races in here, although missing some. There are no halflings. Didn't really need them. Booted them right out.
Yeah.
What we normally have is humans, of course, elves, half-elves, gnomes, and dwarves. But in this universe, they aren't so much as separate races as they are offshoots of human beings who were sort of mutated by Fey magics over thousands of years. Now, the humans who were brought to this world long time ago are the current humans are the descendants of people who were stolen as babies from hobgoblins thousands of years ago, and were brought to this world and enslaved. And there was basically a giant city that was a labyrinth. So we probably heard this theme before, but there was a giant city that was a labyrinth, and they enslaved the humans there. They just sort of accepted it over time. They grew up in this city, and then about 3,000 years ago, there was a big uprising. And the humans fought against the hobgoblins and won, banished them into the unknown, the wilds and that sort of thing. And now the city, which was flooded by the hobgoblins during the big fight, is now not so much as a labyrinth, but it is like a giant Venice. It is huge canals going everywhere, with a sentient castle at the center.
Sentient castle?
A sentient castle, yes. It's
okay.
It's a bureaucratic sentient castle at the center of the city. The city is called Frogmarch Greenport.
Okay.
And that is where all of humanity clusters. It's about 5 million people there. Now, the thing about Fey Opion is that it is a series of archipelagos. It is a world of mostly islands. And each of these islands, we don't have the traditional D&D gods. What we have are what's called the 5 million mushroom gods. And they are basically, as they're described, they're little fairy-like mushroom people who take on all different shapes and sizes, and who basically have each claimed an island of their own. And when you land on an island, you have to find some way to appease them, or they get nasty with you.
And there's 5 million of them.
There's 5 million of them because there's about 5 million islands.
And in this episode, we'll be listing all of them. Is that right?
All of them, yes.
Okay.
That's all we're doing, one after another, alphabetically.
Okay.
Describing each of the islands and their frog. Their mushroom gods.
This will be a 24-part series. Actually, 24,000-part series.
Just a list.
Yep. Great. Well, I think that brings us up to speed.
Yeah, so that's all we really need to know right now. There are other things cosmically that are going on with this world, but for the purposes of torturing our good old Horkhauser, we can tell you that. So it is the. Let me tell you the date. The date is important to me.
1946.
The date of the
peace has just been declared in Germany. Sorry, go ahead.
That's all right. It could, you just never know. So this story is officially called, besides One Man Murder Maze, our tagline for this is The Legend of Horkhauser, Reverse Burglar. So the date, the date and the day of the year, it's the season of first autumn, because there's a couple of them. Wakes Day, which is kind of like a Monday.
Okay.
September 1st, Fret Rabidi 10,080 is the day near.
Okay.
It's a mild, cool autumnal time when Mimsy magics, which are the better magics as opposed to the outgrade magics you want to deal with those is bad.
Okay.
The Mimsy magics are barely visible as drifting, glowing pollen in direct sunlight. So
the Mimsy magics are just sort of infused in the air. They're just sort of
you can see them every once in a while. They drift through sunlight. It's a place infused with magic. Now, earlier you stated that everyone is a druid, and what that means is that druidry and the powers of druidness is a standard. Everyone usually starts off as a level 1 druid in some way or another, and at least has some of the cantrips.
That makes sense.
Otherwise, people branch off later, because combining those first level druid skills with like fighter or whatever.
Right, but not
but
Horkhauser.
you decided to. Horkhauser's druid all the way.
Yeah, you know why? Because he's angry. And he can't be bothered to learn anything else.
That's crazy.
He's annoyed enough at having to be a druid, much less having to learn something else. Right. None of this was his idea.
Beards are itchy, Plants itchy if you don't get the right ones.
No.
So, you're in this you're in this huge city. You've started your day.
Mm-hmm.
You know that you received a message from Lovelace.
Mm-hmm.
Lovelace's full name is Lovelace Panphopoulos.
I'm sorry, what?
Lovelace Panphopoulos.
Pantsopolis? City of Pants? His name is City of Pants.
Panphopoulos.
Okay.
Panphopoulos. Yeah.
Can we go to Pantsopolis? Is there a Pantsopolis in this world?
You could do whatever you want in your heart.
Yeah, I can't I? Except I'm an indentured servant.
Right. So I mean, here, you as Eric Trueheart, you can go to any kind of pants place you want.
Yeah.
But not Horkhauser, no sir.
I'm just going to state this right now. Horkhauser, in his heart, he hasn't really begun to really found a way to verbalize this yet, but he feels this sort of inner urge to visit Pantsopolis. And he doesn't know, he doesn't even have the words for it yet. He just knows in the back of his mind, sometimes he goes to sleep at night, and he feels like somewhere there's a city made of pants.
Sure.
And he's going to find it. I just want you to know that's part of what's driving him. Even though it's all subconscious. He can't even admit it to himself yet. He doesn't even know what there is to admit.
Well, are we talking about pants in the American sense or the European sense or the British sense of like underpants also, or is it just outer covering trousers, as it were? Or are we covering all of the pants in general?
It's your universe. You tell me.
No, well, I would think that the pants part is your extension of this universe.
Okay. Well, we'll decide that when we reach Pantsopolis. I think it's just like American Pants because Dungeons and Dragons is an American game.
Okay, well, right, then trousers. We're going for trousers all the way. Anyways,
do you like my logic there?
You woke up in the inn that you stay at, the Roland Cruster Inn, run by Ellen Roland Cruster. It's a nice, not too shabby, 2-story inn, run by a gnomish woman. The gnomes in this world look more kind of like how the hobbits look in the Rankin Bass animation. They got the round bodies and little stick legs and the big feet.
They got the noses too.
Yeah, weird noses.
Okay.
They're just they're kind of they're not adorable unless you're into the strange cuddling.
Do they move at a lower frame rate than say a Disney gnome would?
Yeah,
okay, yeah, they're
absolutely.
just curious. Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of strange magic. It does a lot of strange things to the body.
And they're gnome's got a gnome, man.
Sure. So, you have been sent a summons from Lovelace, Panphopoulos, to appear. The summons comes in the form of just a little raven that comes flying in and has a little note attached to it. But this is how he usually sends you messages. Although there are other ways of sending communications around the city, but he turns and he chooses that.
Is it come in the morning, like morning-ish?
It comes in the morning around 8 a.m.
Yeah. I'm going to say Lovelace is alone in his room with the window open, drinking already.
It could be.
Because he's angry. Yeah.
Now, this is what you... I'll wait to describe Lovelace until you see him.
Okay.
So that way the audience feels like they've walked in on something magical with you.
Sort of like a reveal in like a star turn.
Yeah, even though you know what in your heart what Loveless looks like, even though I haven't described him to you yet. But Horkhauser knows.
Yeah, Horkhauser knows. He's seen it.
Yeah. Yeah,
like
but he's not telling Eric Trueheart
every day. Horkhauser just is that face just leaning down over him, like just ordering him around, telling him what to do.
Which is fine.
Yeah, none of those orders involve going to Pantsopolis.
No. What he has asked you to do is to as soon as you can today, rather expediently, if you could make your way to the Spectro U, which is the university where his headquarters is.
Mm-hmm.
He works at a place called on my notes. I can find it here. He works. No, those are things. So Horkhauser is an indigent servant to a Mydalfon named Loveless Panthopolis, who works at Frog March Museum of Unforgivable Sciences, located on the 250,000 square foot university superstructure of the Spectral Tombertrollery University of Frog March, aka Spectral U, in the city of Frog March.
Okay. Yeah. Unforgivable Sciences, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unforgivable Sciences. Now, what you know about this museum is that this is where they collect things that they shouldn't have, and are trying to figure out how to put them back.
Now, did they collect them, or did they sort of take them from other people who shouldn't have had them?
When the hobgoblins ran the city, when it was a labyrinth thousands of years ago, they were just looting everything. It's
kind of cooler then. I mean, labyrinths are cool.
It was an age when hobgoblins were hobgoblins.
Yeah. And women were women, and shoes were shoes. Pants were also pants. But let's face it,
weren't pants though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm suddenly really sad.
I know. So anyway, there's all this stuff that has been gathered over the last few millennia in the city and around the city that they know has been stolen. And the thing is about the 5 million mushroom gods is that they get kind of vengeful when they don't have the stuff that they want. And they want to return. So so Loveless works for this agency that basically returns stuff, and you work for Loveless.
Okay.
So you get the message in the morning. You usually receive messages via crow by him like this.
All right. I take the little piece of paper off the crow's foot, and when I read it, I look over at the crow, and I'm like, "You expect me to tip you?" And...
Well, the crow just sort of looks at you like,
eh. All right. I throw a boot in his general direction.
This happens a lot. It's ready. It flies away.
All right.
I'm gonna roll for this crow. He's off.
Fine.
So you can hear him laughing. He's going.
Yeah.
When you look out your window, and you can see the windows open. You can see the city itself. There's the canals and the boats going through, and the city is basically built on the tops of the walls of the labyrinth. And these walls are massive. Some of them are about 300 feet wide. There's shops and there's cities. And the city itself is built along the structure. There's bridges going between, and there's even a trolley system that takes people wherever they want to go. And people do also travel by flying broom and things like that. Does J.K. Rowling know? Is she? Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's he knows he's got to go.
Like a Diagon Alley with a hemorrhoid.
Okay, stop, because I'm not going to imagine that. Okay, just draw a line right there, because that's not, no. Yeah. Anyway, well, Loveless knows he's got to get to Horkhauser knows he's got to get to see Loveless, but I don't know. Loveless is annoyed, so he's going to go downstairs. He's not leaving before breakfast. He's going to, spend a couple of coppers on, some sort of breakfast meat pie.
Oh, there's some good meat pies here.
Really?
At the Rolling Cruster Inn.
Okay. And then he's going to start making his way. Maybe he'll take a trolley. I think Horkhauser wants to be able to time it to get there just as Loveless is getting really annoyed that he hasn't showed up.
Right.
And that border, you know that border between annoyed and angry? He's like
Right.
just between those two. Like he's about to. You know what? And then that's about when Horkhauser is gonna come in.
Okay. So you have your pie.
Yep.
Helen Roland Cruster comes, serves you herself. She's used to you. She's like, so how you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing fine, Helen Roland Cruster.
Yeah. She's a short, portly little gnome lady. She's got a pointy hat because, she's a gnome. Stands about 3 feet tall. So she just, you see the little hand lift over the table and put the pie down.
Okay.
So that's your experience with her.
Oh.
Pretty exciting.
I love that woman.
Yeah.
God,
it's
she
hard
makes
to
the.
tell.
Sorry, go ahead. But she makes
The thing
best
about
pies.
Helen is that that she used to be a singer and dancer
Mhm.
back in her day.
You can tell.
Yeah. In fact, she was one of the special dancers that used to work for Busby Berby, who was a very well-known magic user, but also he created show tunes.
Entertainer?
A big entertainer, yeah. He was banished about 20 years ago.
Oh, what for?
Just went off into the unknown. Got tired.
Vanished.
Yeah, vanished.
I
Yeah.
thought you said banished. Like maybe
no,
he was caught,
Oh, no.
with
Well,
gay lovers, like the original, Liberace, That's
like that, like Liberace stuff.
Like maybe he's, it's a crime of love,
Right.
And
Could be.
My brain went to the worst. It was a very tragic end for him. That's all.
It could be. I mean, people just know that he decided that he was going to. He got tired of the city,
Okay.
the city life. He got tired of how easy it was to make these spectacular stage productions where 300 dancers would get up and some of them would explode, sure, but they were insured, so it was fine. But he had all he had all these like devices that he created, these weapons for some reason.
Yeah.
And other things that he used in his plays, which some of them actually did work too well. So anyways, a long time ago, 20 years ago, he went off into the wilds to explore where he could open up new venues and then never reappeared. So she used to be one of his dancers.
Oh.
Seems to have retired from all that.
Yeah.
But, she talks to you about it every once in a while.
That woman's a peach.
Right.
She just makes the world a little bit better place. Not like Horkhauser's asshole boss Lovelace, for example.
Right. No.
There's good people and there's less good people. That's all I'm saying. That's all Horkhauser's saying. Well, I think Horkhauser's gonna head out.
Okay.
We want to get to the murder. Honestly,
Sure.
I know murder's coming, so let's just get
Right.
to it. He heads out. He's gonna take his time and get there. Just
Sure.
knock on Lovelace's office door. Just as he knows.
You get a
he's gonna-
newspaper. You take
Yeah.
the slowest trolley that are run by the Mutton Trolls, which are this race of giant Muppety-looking guys that kind of like this, like Sweetums and Totoro crossed.
Oh, that's
together.
great.
Those guys are everywhere.
Okay,
they're
I
very
love
friendly.
Mutton Trolls.
Yeah. So the Mutton Trolls are they run the trolley system.
Okay.
So it's a very busy city, and you get there you get there like an hour later than you probably should have.
Okay.
You stroll into the university, which is this massive university surrounded by a graveyard
Full of dead people.
Full of dead people.
Okay.
Magical dead people.
Ooh,
When you get to
best
the building itself, it's your classic Tudor style building with extremely high peaked roofs.
How many doors?
So many doors.
You said 2 doors.
No, Tudors. Tudor style.
Oh,
No.
I'm sorry. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Tudor style.
Okay,
Yeah.
Tudor style, yes.
Right.
All right.
Right. So
It's not many doors for a big building.
Yeah, there's like the
So
style
there's
of the
more
city is
doors.
basically that, but with extremely high peaked roofs, like almost coming to like a conical point.
Oh, glad to hear it. Okay.
Yeah. So you get into the university, you wave to the university staff that you normally see, and they grumble at you. There's a lot of dwarves that work at this city, that work at this university. So you see a lot of dwarves in robes, and they're the big bushy bearded guys. Some of them appreciate your beard.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I give a little, hey, nice beard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you make your way to the center of the university is where they have the museum.
Okay.
And so you make your way up to the museum itself and into the inner offices through the hallways.
Been there many times before. I
yeah,
can feel just the sense of just sadness, not sad, like weight of just like, this is my fate, just slowly covering me like a wool blanket that's been soaked in seawater as I slowly walk in. It's like, oh no, here we go again. Like,
you can already hear his viola playing because he likes to play the viola.
Oh, that asshole and his viola.
Yeah, coming down the hallway, big,
damn it,
big cathedral style arch hallways, and his office door is already open. There's the desk for the secretary is there, and there's a sign saying she's out to lunch. You've come that late. You're at lunchtime.
Good.
But
he's hungry.
But his door is cracked open, and you can hear his viola playing.
Well,
it's a sad, mournful tune.
Of course it is. I just wait for just exactly the right moment, and it gets to, and then I'm just gonna kick the door open with one.
Whoa.
One. I mean, like, it's already half open. It's not like I'm kicking it off its hinges.
Right.
I'm just like, it's like a kick it open at the run again, and I go, I'm early.
Now, Loveless is a Meitel fawn.
A what?
A Meitel fawn. Meitel fawns are kind of like satyrs.
Mitochondria?
Meitel fawns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The powerhouse of the cell is the mitochondria. You know that.
And the powerhouse of knowledge in this world is the Meitel fawn.
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
spelled Mittelfaun. Now, these guys are they're sort of like Fey powers gone kind of crazy. They like take a satyr, and then zap them with some sort of Fey mutation over thousands of years or hundreds of years.
Okay.
And go, whoa, what do we have here? So they're all different looking. Yeah.
Like, if you mutated a satyr, what if you mutated all the way back around to a horse?
Oh,
if you crossed a satyr with another,
you'd have half a horse, because remember, satyr's the one that has only 2 legs. Centaur has 4.
Oh, that's right. A satyr's like a goat.
Yeah,
that's
goat.
right. I was thinking of centaur.
Like that jerk from Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
I love that jerk.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. So I'm sorry. I was thinking of a centaur. That's my bad.
Oh,
that's totally my bad.
That's too many legs. We got those in this universe too. They're called Vorpal deer.
Oh wow.
But that ain't that ain't what he is. I say in the colloquialism of slang.
I hear you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a sip of my coffee. Hold on a second, guys.
Waiting. All right. I'm sorry. You all right?
Okay.
What kind of coffee is that?
Oh, that's Illy. That's my favorite.
But it makes you, it hurts you to drink it.
Oh, sure, yeah. If it's good coffee, it's got to hurt.
Okay, all right, that's fair enough.
So,
by the way, my peanut butter and jelly on rye is embarrassingly delicious. I don't feel good about myself drinking this at all.
Tavish is trying to
booze. It's just like a child's booze. So if you have any children at home and you're thinking, well, how do I introduce my child to the wonders of alcohol? Like, they're only like 8 years old. They don't. This is the way. This is how you do it.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
By the way,
start
don't
early, right? You gotta break them in.
Don't do that though. That's it would be
I don't
kind
have
of.
any kids.
I don't know. It would be sad. It would be
I've
seen
squalid. Children.
Yeah.
I've seen what children look like. I remember being one.
Do you?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, because I'm not sure you ever were one.
Right. I remember having little ties.
Uh-huh.
Little vests.
So you just remember being smaller, is what you're saying?
Sure, yeah.
Like shorter.
Shorter, yeah.
Are you sure that you were an actual child, or that maybe you were just shorter?
I just remember accidentally watching the movie Altered States. And I don't remember what happened after that.
I don't know. Everyone over a certain age, I don't think ever saw that movie on purpose. So
yeah.
Yeah, no, that you must have been a child. I don't know. You know what? Who am I to judge? Who am I to say?
I know, right? Who are you?
Yeah, who am I?
Oh, you're Eric Trueheart.
Yeah, am I the judge of who is a child and who was not a child? Who is a child, was not a child? Am I the judge of that? I will judge you, though.
They call you the child judger.
Do they? I didn't know that.
I met people on the street. They're all like, oh, Eric Trueheart, the child judger.
Someone who knew me? They called me a child judger?
Billy.
Well, Billy's a dick.
Right.
I mean, come on. If there's anyone who judges others for judging children, it's Billy. Okay,
Right.
so I'm taking that with a grain of salt. Anyway, sorry, I'm in Lovelace's office. Let's keep this moving forward.
And Lovelace is a Mydal-Fawn. Mydal-Fawns are any size between 10 inches and 4 feet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, they're and they usually have hooves for feet, and the digitigrade or ungulatigrade horsey back legs for their legs.
Okay.
But the rest of them is like strange. It's never the same.
Okay.
Some of them have fox faces. Some of them have rabbit faces or cat faces. Some of them have goat horns or bull horns or all sorts of crazy stuff happen to them. In Lovelace's case, he is a tall, 4 foot tall, so the tallest you can be, Mydal-Fawn, with strange human legs.
Wait a minute. Hang on. He's a satyr with human legs?
Yes.
Doesn't that make him a dude?
Yeah. Well, he looks. He has a cat face.
Okay. Oh.
He has a series of horns coming out the back of his head.
Okay.
He has a very foppish attire. Wears a frock coat and a big hat with a big feather in it, and he's dressed all in red.
All right.
And he plays a red viola, and
As
he has
usual.
an eye patch over his right eye.
Okay.
The legs, you have heard him describe to you that the legs are magical and fake. He could not find Mydal-Fawn legs, magical legs in the shape of Mydal-Fawn.
Okay.
So he got human legs.
What a
They are
dick.
basically giant boots that are hollow inside.
So he's wearing fake human legs? Are they like bare, or they're like hairy and
they
knobby?
Look like boots. They look like boots.
Oh, okay.
They are like pointy, mini buckled boots
Okay.
that have little runes inscribed on the sides of them. That if he were to take them off, he would just have stubs.
Okay.
Now
so
these
he's
stubs-
handicapped. Now I feel like
Yeah.
an asshole.
Yeah, I know, right? These stubs are the reason why he now works in administration instead of going into the field. He has, as he has explained to you, because he used to go
Many
into the field
times.
until he encountered some things that were a little angrier than he expected.
Well,
No.
I mean, to be fair, they probably weren't quite as angry until he started talking to them.
Yeah. So
He has that effect on creatures. I'm just saying.
he's playing the viola. He looks up briefly when you kick the door in.
Mm-hmm.
He continues to play for the next 5 minutes, completely ignoring you. And then when he's done, he puts the viola on his desk and he goes, "Hey there."
I fart. Should
Aha.
I roll? Yep.
Right. Roll for fart.
Hang on. Natural 6.
Oh, nice. Okay, so it's a little squeaky one.
All right.
You tried for something, spectacular, but all you got was a little.
Embarrassing, but I think my point has been made.
Right. So he puts down the viola and he takes a seat and he points to the seat across from him, which is a nice little armchair. If you'd like to take a seat, or you can stand. It's up to you.
No, I want to use his furniture.
Okay.
I'm going to put some wear on his furniture.
It says, "So, Horkhauser, how's it been?" for the last
So, Loveless, it's been fine.
Oh, good. Hey, you did a pretty good job a couple weeks ago there when I sent you out to go get that magical bull from storage and shove it back into that lake over in the wherever it was. I don't remember. I said
You don't remember. You don't even remember what you sent me to do you?
Right, but I deducted. You still owe me 25,000 gold. But I deducted 400 from that. Hey, it's a good job, right? Just to throw a magical bull into a lake.
Yeah.
How did that turn out? Anything good?
I don't remember.
Did you get eaten by anything?
Did I get eaten by anything?
Right.
Obviously
Obviously
yes,
not,
I
so it worked
did.
out.
I got eaten by a giant fish, and I'm still in its belly.
All right,
yes,
now shut up.
yes, Loveless.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Right.
My
Well,
God!
so-
By the way, I don't owe you 25,000 golds. My uncle does. Just so
Yeah,
we're
but-
clear,
but
okay?
I gave him a tenureship in the college, so now your uncle Horkhauser, Lenny Horkhauser.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah. So now he's got tenureship here in the university. So he's got to pay for that sort of thing. That's on you.
Yeah.
That's the rules. So
Interesting. He won't let me see him. I'm
Right.
not even sure he's here. But
Oh,
anyway,
he's here. I
I'm
can't remember
assuming
what
you.
department he works in.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. I'm assuming you have something else you need me to take somewhere.
Oh, yes.
Because
This
that's
is really
always
important.
why you call me.
Yeah.
You never to ask how I'm doing. Never to say, hey.
I sent a raven the other day asking how you doing. I can't help it that it got eaten on the way by a big old eagle. These things happen.
It's very convenient, but I'll put it aside for the moment. Go on.
Now shut your lips up. I got something for you here. It's very important.
Okay.
So how would you like 1,000 gold pulled off of your old debt there, huh? I'll even give you 300 gold spending cash, although you have to, while you're on this mission, but you need to keep a receipt. Otherwise, I'll have to deduct that from 1,000.
All right. I'm listening.
Okay. So, have you heard of the Mad Murder Mazes? You're not supposed to go in them.
Okay. I've heard of the Mad Murder
They're legendary
Mazes.
dungeons. People get murdered in them very badly.
I would assume.
So, there's one on Wa'u Wa'u Island.
I'm sorry, it's in Hawaii?
Wa'u Wa'u Island.
Oh, I'm okay.
Yeah. Wa'u Wa'u Island's about a sailing journey about 4 months distance from here.
Oh, for crying out loud.
But we're gonna send you somewhere else to get you there faster, and we have a means to do it. So just shut your lips up. So here's what we're doing. Here's what we're doing.
I want a per diem.
I need you to go.
Per diem.
That's what the 300 is.
Yeah, how many days is it for?
Oh, well, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Look at me wagging my little finger here.
And yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to go to the Middelfon city
Okay.
of Clovenmoor first. Now, that's about 3 months' journey.
Oh, for crying out loud.
But we're not sending you that way. I'm going to actually give you a single use one way and then a single use on the way back of the teleporter troll network.
Intriguing.
Yes.
Really?
You get there instantly.
But
So here's what's got to happen.
yeah.
I need you to take this. And he reaches around to a shelf behind him, which is cluttered. His office is just literally just stuffed with bookshelves and stuff on them under glass, books that are chained. And on one of the shelves, he reaches over to a mahogany little well, it's about that big actually. Mahogany 1 foot in diameter circular box.
Oh, interesting.
Which he then places on the table.
Okay.
And he opens it up slowly and shows you inside. You see a beautiful plate.
A plate.
A plate made of metal. With
It's not like a Franklin Mint thing with the cast of Star Trek printed on it or something.
Kind of. It has. You are looking at the food side of the plate. I don't know what you call it. The top side of the plate, which has carvings of celestial scenes of little angelic beings sort of moving around the perimeter of the plate.
Wow.
There is what you recognize as some sort of what languages do you know?
All of them. No, Horkhauser knows. Oh, now I gotta go looking through D&D Beyond. So while I do this, I know Common, Druidic, Elvish, and Goblin.
Okay. So I need you
and
to
French.
make a roll.
I know French.
French. Oh, good. That'll help.
Yeah. He doesn't know how he knows it, but he
does.
does.
You make an intelligence roll for me, please?
All right.
A D20, sir.
Do I get it? Oh,
roll.
my intelligence is... You want to know what my intelligence is?
Yeah.
It is
Diddly?
spectacularly average.
Okay. This will help then.
Oh, wow. Okay. I rolled a 12.
Oh, 12?
12.
Okay. So you don't know what it says at all, of course.
Okay,
You recognize it as
great.
being one of the possibly one of the celestial languages.
Okay, could I use an Arcana roll to try to figure out what it is?
If you use an Arcana roll, you could probably have a better chance of figuring that out. I'll let you go ahead and do that.
Okay.
That's
a +3. I get a +3.
Okay.
17 + 3. A dirty 20 is.
So yeah, you know that it's definitely a celestial language. You still don't know what it says. But you
so
know
why did I roll a 20?
Well, here's the thing about this world.
Okay.
Everyone pretty much knows this lore, just like everyone knows how to make a sandwich.
All right.
Most people do.
I know how to make a sandwich.
Yeah. the world of Fey-Opion is a crater on the back of a larger world. And that larger world is called Gaga Grauka. And
I'm sorry, are you okay?
Yeah, Grauka looks like a raven curled up into a ball, like a pill bug, asleep. And on the back
of it...
It's
a world, and it's the shape
world.
Okay.
That's the shape of the world.
So
it's
is this
the size
like...
of Neptune.
Wow. So this is like the Native American lores, where it's like the world's on the back of a turtle, and it's a turtle all the way down?
Yes. And the world is said to be sleeping, and that it has these psychic id that live deep within it, that are its dreams and nightmares that sort of move about. And some of these are said to inhabit these mad murder mazes.
Interesting.
Now, the plate that's showing these celestial images is sort of showing these forms of these psychic imagery. Of some of them have wings, some of them have too many eyes, that sort of thing. And the
very
writing
judgy.
around,
That's very judgmental.
Yeah,
too many eyes. It might have exactly the right number of eyes. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. The writing on the edge, you recognize, even though you can't read it, you recognize it from like classical literature. Like you've seen these images before going along the side.
Intriguing.
But then he, Lovelace puts on some little velvet gloves, and he lifts up the plate and he flips it over, and you can see on the other side it has little spiky feet so that it can sit easily. But a circular indentation in the middle, and then more writing on the outside. So he shows you that, and he puts it down again, and then he covers it back over with the mahogany lid.
Okay.
And he says that this is the Mimsian dinner plate of the unpolluter. Any kind of food you put on it becomes consumable and safe, no matter how poisoned it is.
Interesting.
So
and you're giving this up?
I have to. So here's the thing: we've found it recently. It was found recently. I say that, but we think that it's been handed around and around and around, and now recently we have found it. But we think that it's been here for about 3,000 years. It was found in a wall during a city during average maintenance, and what we discovered is that deciphering the language, we discovered that it basically has a warning on the outside that this plate comes from the Celestial Restaurant, located, and I know sounds crazy, located in the upper safer area of the murder maze in Wau Island, which is known as the Under Museum, the Under Tower Museum.
Under Tower Museum, the restaurant in the Under Tower Museum.
The restaurant in the Under Tower Museum.
In the museum, so it's like the. Okay, so I have a very important question here.
Yes.
Is this a plate that has been stolen from the restaurant, or is it a souvenir plate that was purchased legitimately at the gift shop?
Well, there's no gift shop that we are aware of. We haven't gone that deep into the dungeon. I mean,
all
that'd
right.
be crazy.
To be fair, when a museum has a restaurant and a gift shop,
right,
they don't hide it. They don't hide the gift shop. If it was there, we would have known.
Right.
All right.
We have theories. that there is a gift shop.
Okay.
Deeper in the museum, but like I said, we haven't gone that deep into it because it's too crazy.
Who would bury the gift shop? I mean, seriously, what kind of people do that? Do they not want people to buy things? Is that
if you understood the way these murder mazes work, you would understand why we're sending you in alone.
Okay, so obviously I don't. Please explain it to me.
Oh, okay. They're called murder mazes because people die in them.
Oh.
People.
Really?
Not a person, though.
Okay.
People, not a person.
Oh.
So the thing is about the murder mazes, they're called mad murder mazes because when a party of, say, about 4 or 5 people get in there, they go insane and they kill each other because of what they see in there. So we send one guy in, he goes a little nuts, maybe beats himself up overnight, but he wakes up okay. He's not stabbed, he's not dead, and the thing is, you got attitude, mister. You got a lot of attitude. And we think that you're the kind of guy that could get in there and see this shit and not go fucking nuts.
You have flattered me in exactly the right way, you devious son of a bitch.
I know.
I pick up the nearest small object and just throw it at his head.
Right.
All right. I roll a 17. And if it's a missile thing, it's a dexterity. That's a dirty 20. Right. So I'm going to assume this little coin or paperclip bounces off his forehead.
It bounces right off his forehead.
Okay,
He
good.
doesn't really blink because it hits around where the eye patch is.
Okay.
Some damage has been done there, so he doesn't really feel as much.
I hear it.
So what do you say?
What do I say? I say I don't ever have a choice, do I?
No. So anyways, let me tell you, the reason why we need you to sit it back is because what's today's date? It's September the 1st, right?
Yeah.
So we deciphered what this says on the outside of the plate here, and it basically says that this plate must be there at the ancient dinner table in the restaurant on the date of September 21st. Or it can create a blight on crops around it of about 100 miles. So
let's just get it 100 miles away from us and make it someone else's problem.
Well, we tried that. It came back. We're not sure how.
Maybe the tiny little feet on the bottom.
It does have tiny little feet.
Yeah, it probably walked.
Into that. So what we think what should happen then is we got to get this thing back to the maze before September 21st and just put it back. Now, the restaurant, like I said, is in the safest area of the murder maze. It's in the upper area.
Okay.
There's no monsters there as far as we're aware. But it should be pretty straightforward to go, and you'll see it, and you go, and you come back. Now, here's the other catch.
The other catch.
The island of Wau is protected by a force field.
Okay.
So that's the mushroom god, Viralgo Croak.
Geraldo Croak?
Viralgo.
Geralgo.
Viralgo.
Okay.
Yeah, Viralgo.
Not Geraldo?
Don't ask me how to spell it. I don't know.
I didn't care.
Yeah. Viralgo Croak.
Okay.
He's kind of like a cross between a frog and a chicken.
And he's a mushroom.
He's a mushroom god.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is that? So he's not... Is he a god? Does he lord over mushrooms? Or is he a mushroom himself?
They're called... Idiot. They're called mushroom gods because that's what we call them. All right? Some of them are mushrooms.
Well, we don't have reasons why we call them that?
Look, it's been like at least 3,000 years. Do you know what you did last week? No. Were you brushing your teeth and you go, hey,
I do. I was putting a fake bull in a lake. That's what I was doing last week.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
so I remember at least. Thank you.
Right.
Okay.
So anyways, they're called mushroom gods. This one, Viralgo Croak, sort of half frog, half chicken, likes to sit in barrels of water. All right?
Who made him a god? He seems like just a crackpot.
These islands manifest their own little critters, right? These gods, these jerks. So this is Wau's guy.
What a shitty island.
I know. I don't decide these things. It's
all right, no, that's fair. I was out of line.
Get up in the morning and I think, what do I got to send back now?
Yeah.
You know, look at this museum. I got a museum full of shit. I got to make sure it's not in this museum. It's like, that's why you're a reverse burglar. You're my best reverse burglar, man. Yeah, I used to be reverse burglar. Look what it did to me. Maybe you'll be better than I am.
Wouldn't be hard, but okay. All right, I'm ready. Let's do this.
So anyways, I need you to go to my hometown, Clovenmore, which is all us Mydalfons come from. I need you to go there, and I need you to get a certain item. I'm not allowed to tell you what the item is, but I need you to get this item from a Mydalfon friend of mine.
Okay.
His name is Crim Caloquire.
I'm going to make a note of this. Hang on.
Crim.
You see me leaning out of frame. It's because I'm making a note.
Okay. Crim.
Okay.
Crimm. Last name is Caloquire.
Okay.
Callowchoir.
Okay.
Now he runs a music hall called the Caloquire Cancannery. All right.
What? Okay. Never mind. Never mind.
All right. Right. So he has the item. Of
course he does.
He has the item. Now the thing is about mushroom gods is you got to appease them, right? They'll let you onto their islands and let you build a city or a town or whatever as long as you make them happy. If you don't make them happy, they really just screw you up.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah.
So do you.
Yeah, you remember that rash.
Don't remind me about the rash.
Right.
You remember those legs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, though.
Yeah. Okay.
So, anyways,
Kind of a. By the way, Ricky, kind of a dick move on Horkhauser's part to bring that up. Honestly, that was really kind of not cool. But anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. So, get my coffee here.
Yeah, don't cough again, please. Oh no.
Yeah. So, anyways, so that's what you got to do. I need you to
Okay.
take this box
I can do it.
with you. Don't lose it.
Do I have a bag of holding?
You get. You have a small bag of holding. Yes. Does not hold a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, it's just a bag.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
bag
it's a
of
bag-
holding in that it holds on to whatever you put inside of its cloth dimensions. So
I'll tell you what. I will give you a better bag of holding than the one that you usually take with you. All right.
Okay. All right.
But give me a second. So just so we know what you're doing here. You take this mahogany box with the plate
Got it.
with you.
Yes.
You're gonna be teleported to Clovenmore.
Okay.
You're gonna find Krim.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a special item off of him, which will appease the mushroom god of Wa'u Island.
Okay.
That god will then drop the force field. You can then enter the island and then find the restaurant and drop off the plate.
When does the murder start?
Oh. He's thinking about it. 5 minutes later, he goes, you know.
I like to imagine this scene as just a series of cuts between the two of them, just sort of
Right.
looking at each other, for really a full 5 minutes, which is
'Cause he's
a
thinking
very
about all-
awkward length of time.
He's a calculating
film.
guy. He's thinking about all the terrible things that can happen to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
He
All
takes
right.
a while to respond.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
here.
Is it
I will
awkward
give
when I
you-
do this with my tongue? I go, okay.
It's, well, it's unsettling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I find,
okay.
in general, I find tongues unsettling.
Yeah, most people do. Yeah.
Yeah. So I won't eat a cow tongue.
I won't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yes.
I'm going to give you this bag of holding.
Okay.
But I'm going to need it back.
All right.
So he gives you. He goes over to one of his shelves and he's like looking around for a while, and then he gets up on a little ladder and he pulls down. Well, it looks like a cloth velvet sack.
Okay.
Mauve in color. So not spectacular.
No, it doesn't sound like it.
No.
I'm going to add that to my D&D Beyond inventory.
Yeah. It says now. Here's the thing. There's already some stuff in here. Leave it alone.
All right.
This is a bag of tractors.
I'm sorry, what?
This is a bag of tractors.
Well, why
Some
didn't you
tractors
empty the tractors?
I can't get the tractors out. They won't fit out. We're not sure how they got the tractors in there to begin with. But there's 3 tractors in there. Just
Okay.
leave them in there. Don't go in the bag. Unlike most bags of holding, you can actually go into this one and you won't die. But, so you have a bag of tractor holding.
Bag of holding was 3 tractors in there?
Yes, it's a bag of tractor holding.
Okay. Well, I got to
Yeah,
add a
3
custom item now to D&D Beyond because they ain't figured this shit out.
Yeah.
You keep talking.
Yeah.
I'll just
D&D
type.
Beyond, they're great, but they weren't ready for me, right? They weren't ready.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Not going to get that sponsorship.
No. Maybe. Maybe. You never know.
So
I
we got
mean,
a deal?
this could be huge. Okay, so anyway.
We got a deal?
Yes, we have a deal.
Okay.
Just tell me
So-
where to go to start teleporting, pal.
He goes, he gets up, he makes a big deal of walking over to the other side of his desk, which is only about 4 feet away. He does a little turn, and then he pulls out a little piece of paper from a stack that are all these special papers that look like they're almost like money. What do you call it? Designer, stationery.
Okay.
It's got scrolly stuff on it. Looks special. And he takes one of these and he puts it in a looks like one of those old credit card readers from the 80s,
All right.
And he just sort of goes shook shook with this machine, and the card, the paper that he has, which is about 6 inches by 8 inches, glows for a second, and then he hands that to you. He says, "That's your ticket to use the teleporter troll. You'll find it on the 5th level of the alchemy labs try to go through that area very quickly, and don't inhale.
Yes, I agree. All right, I'm on my way.
Okay. Good luck. We'll
Thanks.
see you. Mirror, you have until September 21st. Try to get back before then. Keep receipts on anything on the 300 gold. He reaches into his desk. He pulls out 300 gold. He's that's your spending cash.
All right.
The 1,000 gold he's just going to deduct from the 25,000 that you owe him.
Okay.
So you have 300 gold on you. He would like receipts on anything you spend. The thing is, once you get to the Isle of where Clovenmore is, you then have to find some sort of transportation that will get you within a few days to Wa'u. So you'll have to spend some of that money on either a boat or a mutton troll airship or a flying broom or something.
All right.
But you want something that's going to move quick once you get there.
Got it. All right. So I'm going to Wahoo.
Yeah.
And
We're going to Clovenmore first.
I go to Clovenmore. Yeah. Okay. Find the dude. Find the can dude. Get the thing. All right. Then we go to Wahoo. We drop the thing so the mushroom god doesn't murder me, and drops the force field. Then I go in. Yeah. I go to the maze. I have this plate. All right. Yeah. I'm going inside the maze. I got to get it to the restaurant in the museum before September 23rd. 21st.
Yeah, you can take as long as you want to get back home, as long as that plate's back in that restaurant by September 21st.
All right, we're going.
All right. I was stuck in Loveless voice there for a second.
Yeah, he smells like moldy books, doesn't he?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, and he also probably smells like the kind of beef your grandma used to eat, your grandpa, that sort of like gravy beef.
He tries to hide it. He burns some candles that smell like the ocean, but it's not really helping.
Yeah, I know his type. At least I think I do. I know that smell, though. Smell of beef.
Oh, yeah. It's good smell.
Like grandma beef, grandma and grandpa beef.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
It's like Salisbury steak,
I was going to agree with you, but then
gravy.
I decided to not.
Did your grandparents eat that ever?
My grandparents, they ate food.
I assume so. Yeah, okay.
I just remember a lot of crossword puzzles.
You know what my grandma did?
Yeah.
She used to do the jumble like every day. Do you remember the jumble in the newspaper?
No. Mm-mm.
Jumble was this word puzzle and had a little cartoon with like a little caption under it, right? See, already you're like intrigued. So yeah. And then it had like 5 words you had to unscramble, Q, B, L, U, M, and it's quibble, or that's a bad example, ROHSE. Oh, horse. And then you had to pick the circled letters out of there, and that solved the missing word in the caption of the master cartoon. Right. Oh. And then when you did that, you laughed because it was funny. Oh. All right. Yeah, it was like, it was like Lockhorn's funny. And
would you get like a sound effect, like a Mario coin, like?
No, it never made that because it was ink on a page.
Oh, it was paper.
Yeah, that's my grandparents did not understand. They died before like video games happened. Oh. After.
How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about that?
How do they feel about that?
Oh, they don't. They're dead. They don't.
Oh,
they're missing nothing. So yeah, that's what. There were no crosswords, but they did the jumble. She did the jumble every morning. Huh. Yeah. Well, and she ate a lot of Product 19 cereal.
Well, there you go, audience.
Yeah, very important.
That's what it's like to be old like us.
This is gonna come back. This is gonna come back in the story, so pay attention.
Let's just talk about Sanford and Son now.
Oh, thanks. Okay, great. You don't think people at home want to know these really stupid details of our lives? Because I think they do. All right, so I'm going now to Clovenmore. I'm gonna go find the teleport troll.
Right. So you go through the alchemy lab section of the university. You hear a lot of explosions, some screams,
all right,
the typical stuff in this area. And at the end of this long, dark hallway, you see a big arch, glowing arch, lit by little fairies with little tiny candles.
All right.
That says basically teleporter troll. And there is a guard standing out front, a human in the orange and green and yellow of the city guard.
Yeah.
And he looks at your ticket, says, "Alrighty," and opens the door.
All right.
And there's a big circle in the middle of the room.
Okay.
And there is, and it's got a sort of like a pentagramish type symbol in the middle of it. It's
Pentagramish,
glowing.
you would say.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's glowing along these sort of ley lines. And at the end, there is a mage sitting behind a desk who looks up briefly and says, "Where to?"
I say Clovenmore.
Alrighty, all right. One moment. So this human mage wearing a big pointy hat, university staff. So he's wearing the again like the orange and the green and the yellow. Looks through some papers. He goes, "All right, step into the circle."
All right, I do. And the minute I do that, the minute I have to say Clovenmore, I immediately regret not saying like whatever this world's equivalent of Tahiti is. Hoping I would go there instead.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been good.
I know, but I didn't.
But you didn't. And now you're sitting there thinking how much you fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had an opportunity to just get that.
Never again.
Never again. No. Horkhauser had an opportunity to just run from this. And then let famine descend upon the land. Not his problem. But yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh well.
Okay, so anyways, the wizard thumbs through some papers and goes, this might hurt a little. And he does an incantation, and then this massive, glowing, sort of mountain-shaped troll appears in front of you.
Wow.
He's semi-transparent like a ghost.
Okay.
He's sort of shaped like a U.
An inverted
his head
U.
is somewhere where the chest should be.
Okay.
Looks at you, and just before you can react, scoops you up under an arm, and then starts to run in place, and then takes off. And you are being carried like a football under this thing's arm. You're not sure if you're screaming or not.
Oh, Horkhauser's pretty sure he's screaming. Yeah.
You're running through walls, you're running through forests, you're running over oceans. It's all, and you're not sure what is happening. And then suddenly it stops.
All right.
And you are in another chamber like the one that you were just in, except it's got a Mydalfon wizard sitting behind a desk.
Okay.
And before you could react to that, the teleporter troll just slams you down like a football.
Spikes me in like in the end zone. Okay.
I need you to roll a Constitution.
Oh, all right. Okay. Do I have any? I have a +2 Constitution bonus.
Okay.
17.
Oh, pretty good. He slams you down, and for some reason, you just take it, and you're like on your feet, and it goes, and poof, it vanishes. So that's this world's version of a teleporter.
Well, it's like fast travel.
Yeah.
It's fast travel in Skyrim. I'm fast traveling by troll.
The female Mydalfon, which looks something like a ferret with goat horns, looks up from her desk and says, "Welcome to Clovenmore, Arboreopolis." And then goes back to her paperwork, and the doors open behind you.
"Excuse me, miss?"
She looks up again. Yeah.
Could you tell me how to get to Callow Charter's, Callow Choir's Cannery?
Oh, that's up above.
Okay.
All the good stuff is you're down below right now in the Analog Lagoon.
The Analog Lagoon.
Analog Lagoon. So you just walk along one of the piers until you get to one of the elevators, and one of the lift elevators.
Yeah.
You take you up to the top.
Okay.
It costs you about 10 silver.
Okay.
Yeah.
And once I get there, how do I find the cannery?
I don't work up there. I work down here.
All right, thank you. All right. I don't tip her.
Okay.
But I go to the elevator. I guess I got to pay that guy 30 silver?
Yes, 10 silver to get to the elevator. Now the elevator though, when the doors open, when you go through another long dark hallway, Looks like another alchemy lab is surrounding this thing too. You hear explosions. Except instead of having humans and dwarves, and that's it's mostly all Mylophons of different kinds of shapes and sizes everywhere doing stuff. So those doors open and you go down the long hallway. Hear the explosions of alchemy labs gone wrong, and then exit out into the open. And what you see is this: you are at the bottom of some of the biggest banyan trees you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, wow.
Imagine Yoda's Swamp.
Okay.
But instead of you standing, like Mr. Skywalker, on a little piece of mud looking at these big trees around you, imagine if he was the size instead of a mouse. And these trees go way up. And up above, you can see bridges that are fastened between these trees. And on those bridges, there are city
Ewoks.
lights.
Are there Ewoks?
Well,
are there
no,
Ewok bridges?
These are Ewok. These are better than Ewok bridges.
Oh, that's
these
a
are
relief.
Primo Ewok bridges. What we're talking about here.
Yeah.
An Ewok would look at this and think, I don't want to be a cannibal anymore. I don't want to be a cannibal anymore.
Oh.
I want to reform and be better. Because look at this. This is the better bridge.
Yeah.
So, but it's like the Rialto Bridge in Venice. You got the shops on these bridges, towns are on these bridges. You can see them way up. There's about 300 feet up. So, but you're down here on what you see is a series of. It's night.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like night.
I can't do that for you.
Oh.
What did you say to Siri?
Siri just woke up on my watch.
I think you said something that sounded like the word Siri.
Oh. Huh. Sorry. I'm not going to say it.
If I say, hey Siri, what time is it?
Don't
Can it
do
hear
it.
me?
Don't.
No, it can't hear me.
She's turned on my heart monitor.
Oh, nice.
Shut up, Siri.
Hey Siri, enter the nuclear codes. Yeah, no. Nothing.
Oh, she did.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was joking.
You only have time for another drink.
It's like that horrible War Games movie from the 80s, except without Matthew Broderick and what is her name again? Ali Sheedy. And
Lady Person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was in it?
Who said what?
I don't remember who was in that movie.
Matthew Broderick, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
And Ali
Why not?
Sheedy.
Okay.
Don't ask me how it was back at a point in my life when I remembered who was in movies.
Terrible last name.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. So anyway,
so
by the way, between you and me, we're an hour and 8 minutes in, or an hour-ish in.
Okay.
I haven't murdered anything yet, but when we get to a cliffhanger, let me know.
All right.
Okay. Because cliffhanger could come. I'm guessing in about half an hour from now, we'll have a cliffhanger.
Could be another 4 hours.
Okay, cool.
So let me advance my notes here to make sure I don't miss nothing.
Okay. You know, while you're reading, should I just inform the audience of fun facts about various things? Yeah.
Go inform them.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Fun facts about Dungeons & Dragons. During the early days of Dungeons & Dragons, Gary Gygax became a fabulous multimillionaire on the success of the game's first release. He used that money to buy a house in the Hollywood Hills. This is all true. And he would then spend his millions on giant cocaine parties and also having naked women hang around his pool. I don't know if that's true or not.
Right. Yeah. What about the time he became the peanut butter lord?
Oh,
Remember?
That's a whole other podcast we could do.
Smeared himself in peanut butter and went off to make Tom Hanks movies about Dungeons and Dragons.
When he became the peanut butter lord, yeah. I didn't know. A lot of people
panic started.
Don't say peanut butter lord and Gary Gygax in the same sentence too loud, because the walls have ears. That's all I'm saying.
Beverly Hills, where people still shudder. So what you see is this.
Okay.
The banyan trees, the city way up on top, the plank-like piers that go crisscross everywhere. And
Beautiful.
between all of that, you see all these islands. Now, when you first look at the islands, you just think, wow, there's all these little lumps of lumpy dirt in between all these piers. But when you look closer, you see that it's furniture.
Are they? Wait a minute. Are they hovering, floating islands, or are they like?
They are islands in the water.
In the water. Okay.
Yeah. So what you're seeing is piles of chairs, all different kinds of chairs: Chesterwoods, ladderbacks, armchairs, wingbacks, just tons and tons of chairs. Most of them broken. You can see scavengers, Mydelphon scavengers, going over some of them and pulling them off, throwing them into boats. And then you also notice that these piers are dotted with furniture refurbishers everywhere you look.
So what you're saying is there's islands full of chairs, and everywhere there are people, they're scavenging the chairs from the islands and then taking them to furniture refurbishers. That's fascinating. That is a fascinating economy.
You can see at the end of the pier where you're heading, where you're going to go towards the elevator, a lot of those boats are converging over towards that elevator that are laden with either furniture that's broken or furniture that's been repaired from the refurbisher.
Okay.
And they're going towards these like freight elevators that seem to be run by some sort of magical pulley system.
Okay.
So, what do you do?
What do I do? My God.
I'm giving you a choice, mister.
I start picking out chairs, man. I start pocketing chairs. No. No. All right. So I look around, and I sort of look around where I am. Is there any sort of information booth, or a city map, or is there a police officer nearby? Somebody I could ask for directions who looks like they would know.
You're looking around like that every once in a while. The thing that first catches your eye is that every once in a while you see a chair fly over the side of the city from up above. You go sailing down, splash into the water.
Really?
And you can see some of them hit some of these islands, and there's always at least one or two Mydelphons looking up to make sure they're not going to get nailed. They're all wearing helmets.
And I'm not wearing a helmet.
You're not wearing a helmet. No.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. I look up to make sure that I'm not in the line of fire of any chairs that might be coming down at me.
Yeah. You were looking around. The closest thing you see to you is another furniture refurbishing shop. The thing about Mydelphon architecture is that all of their buildings are like libraries with the books on the outside, because they're really into books. They're really into theories. They're really they're an inquisitive race that love science and magic theory, and they're always arguing about it. And a lot of those arguments end with the throwing of chairs.
I see.
So what you're seeing, first thing you see is a furniture shop with the library books on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
They're called Cheerios.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, Cheerios. Yeah.
Aww.
So you're looking at this and you're thinking, oh, that's adorable. When suddenly you hear from very far up on top, an explosion.
Uh-oh.
Very, very distant, catches your eye, catches your ear, and then your eye. Okay. And then you hear from very far away, riot! And then an explosion of chairs. It's suddenly raining chairs. They're coming down by the hundreds.
Oh my God!
Chairs everywhere. They're hitting the buildings. All the Mydelphons are out, are taking shelter wherever they can.
Oh God!
But there's a ridiculous number of chairs sailing down from the sky right now.
Oh no! Well, I immediately. Is there anyone in danger right now? Looks like
you are in danger.
I run inside that nearest furniture shop to shelter myself from the chairs.
Yeah, it's about 90 feet away. So
90 feet.
I need you to make 3 dexterity rolls
Christ.
As you run towards it.
All right. Here we go.
First
Dexterity roll number 1. I got a +3.
Yeah.
All right. So my ooh, 7.
Okay.
Not good.
So that's a hit.
Oh, for Christ.
Let's go ahead and roll the next one.
All right. Ow. Ow. Hit by cut chair. All right. Well, next one's a 22.
All right.
Like a 19 plus 3. Okay.
A ladder back just smashes right next to you. First.
I like to think that like one is falling down because I rolled so well. One is falling like right in front of me, and I see it coming, and I just hold just for a second, and just before it hits the ground, Horkhauser puts one foot on it and like leaps over it, like in just sort of this balletic motion, like it's slamming it to the ground, but also sort of using it to propel himself forward.
Sure.
Okay. No, sure. All right, that works.
That's good. No, I can see it. It's like visual in my brain.
All right, good. And
like
hopefully for those people at home. And finally, it landed on its side. It's between a 14 and a 6, so that means we need to roll again.
Go ahead and re-roll, yeah. It's cat.
9 plus 3 is 12.
Okay. So you get hit by one. The first one that hits you is a folding chair. So for a folding chair, we won't take too much damage. We'll do 1d8.
1d8. All right, you roll that, I guess.
You took 4. You took 4 damage from a folding chair that flew at you like a missile from up on high.
Ow.
Yeah. You're lucky it wasn't more damage. It hit something else on the way down.
Okay.
So it lost some of its momentum.
Wow.
But you make it to the entrance to the.
I've been stabbed for less damage than that. That's a dangerous chair.
It's a very dangerous chair.
Yeah.
You make it to the entrance, and you notice now when you get to the shop that they all have steel plating on their roofs.
Of course.
You can hear the chairs bouncing off on top. And,
man. I'm getting murderized by chairs.
Yeah, you stand underneath the awning. There's a light on inside the shop.
Okay.
You can see a Mydalfawn female with a rat-like face and wearing a hood and little antlers coming off the side, looking out the window. She sees you and she gestures like, "Come in,
come in." Now, when you say rat-like face, is it actually looks like an actual rat, or is that a judgment on your part?
No, that's an actual rat face.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not just being mean and
no,
judgy.
She's only about 2 feet high.
Okay.
But the door is because they get a lot of different customers. They don't just make the doors tiny. She has a tiny door that she moves through, and that's inside. Like there's the main door, and there's a little door inside it. So she opens up that, and she comes out. She goes, "Come in, come in, come in, come in."
All right, I run inside quickly.
Okay.
To get out of the chairs.
Yeah.
It's a rain of chairs.
Yeah.
I say, what the hell is going on in this town?
There hasn't been a riot like this in ages. I wonder what anyone could have been theorizing that caused such a thing to happen.
What do they do that makes them so angry that they want to that they're throwing chairs at each other?
You have to understand, we're an excitable people. We're not really into alcohol, but we are really into caffeine. So, there was the riot, the Great Riot that happened 300 years ago.
Really?
Now in that riot, 157 people got injured. About 58 professors got killed when they were thrown over the side, along with about 3,000 chairs.
58 were killed?
Yeah.
Out of how many?
So, and that was just about an argument about. Oh boy, there's some debates about what the argument was about, but some people think it was about the theoretical evidence of developing a potato from nothing versus the theoretical evidence of not being able to do that. So anyways, makes me just mad just thinking about it. She's working over the ideas in her head, and then she has to calm herself down.
Wow.
And
Horkhauser says, and I thought I was an angry man.
And what made it worse was that a whole shipment of coffee beans got drowned in a storm, so there was nothing to calm anybody down, and so we ended up, I don't know when.
Coffee beans calms you down?
Us. Mydalfawns it does. Gives us something to do with our hands.
You know that in addition to giving you something to do with your hands, it's going to load your whole bloodstream up with caffeine. You know that, right? Do you know that?
That's just a theory. We debunked that in the Great Riot of 1627.
Oh man!
And she's and that cough was genuine for her. She's a little old thing, and she just coughing, sputtering. She goes over. She's listening to the chairs raining down, and then you hear a horn go off. It's like, oh boy, they've shut down the elevators.
They've what?
They've shut down the elevators. That means the riot's that bad. They won't start them up again until the riot's done.
Well, I don't know how to tell you this. I've been tasked. I need to find Crim Caliquire at Caliquire's Cannery.
Oh, that's a nice place.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where is it nice?
Oh, it's upstairs. Definitely, you have to take the elevator up to get to it.
And the elevator's shut down.
Just wait till the riot's done. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Crying out loud. Okay, I stand in the doorway and I look out at this city. And is there anything? Two things are occurring to me. One, is there anything on this ground level where a man can get a drink? And two, if not, looking at those elevators, are there elevator attendants or anything like that?
It's hard to say. Make a perception check.
All right. Well,
first
as it just goes to show, by the way, because I have that perceptive feat, I get a +5 to all perceptive checks.
Dang.
Yep. In addition to my usual wisdom bonus of +4. So I get a +9.
Okay.
Which means, and I rolled a natural 1.
Okay. So you don't see any bars. You do see some coffee shops off in the distance.
Okay. That's a 10, by the way. You know, coffee
yeah.
shops? Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm guessing there are no bars in this whole town.
She says, well, we do have alcohol that we serve at some of the coffee shops for some of our visitors like yourself.
Okay.
Now, that's Fruddy's down there. She points down to the coffee shop you saw across the way.
Yeah.
She says, but I don't have an extra helmet right now, so it's going to be a little hard for you to get to it.
What does she sell here? Chairs?
Oh, yeah, she's a refurbisher. You can see a shop full of finished chairs, some beautiful Chesterwoods.
Is there a chair that looks sturdy enough to carry over my head? You know,
but you probably have to pay for it.
How much?
She says, well, that one right there, I'd let she points to a ladder back chair. It's got a good sturdy wood base seat going for it. Looks like it could fit over your head pretty easily, and you could use the ladder section almost like a face guard.
Great. How much?
Probably about 15 silver. It's a deal.
Done.
All right.
So I pay her 15 silver, and that 15 silver is about.
She says, "Honey, you just."
It's
have
about
to
a
wait
gold
till the
piece and a
riot's
half.
done.
It's about a gold piece and a half.
You just have to wait till the riot's done. You ain't gotta go running out there. It'll probably. I mean, the last time we had a riot this bad, it was done in about a month.
I can't stand being next to this woman. All right. I pay her for the chair.
Okay.
And sorry, I'm doing I'm doing a little math here. In my currency, she gives me change. All right, I'm going out there. There's a lot of chairs falling from the sky, and I know that sturdier men than me haven't made it through the rain of chairs. But look, if I don't get this plate to a gift shop in 21 days, every crop within 100 miles will die.
Oh.
More importantly,
why don't you just throw it in the ocean?
I have to bring it back, okay? I don't know why. If I have to do something this stupid, do you think I have a reason? I don't have a reason. It's my job. I don't...
Well, she says, since you're going to run out there like a fool anyways with a chair for a helmet, how about you do it for something little more convenient for you?
Okay.
Make a deal? She says, I got a friend that can get you up that elevator.
Tell me about this friend.
Now, he's no one special, but he's an elevator operator. And he'll do me a favor. He'll get you up. But I need you to do me a favor.
What?
Oh, sorry. She fell asleep for a second with her eyes open.
Okay.
So there's this mound of chairs. It's beautiful. It's the most gorgeous mound. I saw 7 almost complete chase lounges. I saw some wingtips, just beautiful brocading.
Okay.
Anyways, it's a little distance from here, but I can get you there by boat. And the boat has a cover, so I think we could survive, any chair onslaughts. But the thing about this island is I can't take anything from it, nor can anyone else, on account of the Etten that lives on it. Now, you kill that Etten, and maybe we make a deal.
I kill the Etten,
Mhm.
and you get me up the elevator.
I get you up the elevator if you kill Carly Hardy, the two-headed Etten. One
Ettins
of
are
them's Carly, the other one's Hardy.
they're very tall, right? Ettins.
Oh, they're big, yeah.
Yeah,
Much bigger than me. Even bigger than you.
yeah, they're like 15, 20 feet tall, Ettins, something like that.
Oh, no. I don't know how tall they are. But not that tall. Taller than you, though.
You know
Like
what?
troll size.
I'll do it.
Hooray!
It beats waiting down here for 3 months for the riot to end
Right.
with you. I got a
Right.
question. Where do 3 months worth of chairs come from? Like,
Oh, they come up there.
what?
We fix them, and we send them back up.
During the riot?
Well, that's how the riots end.
They run out of chairs.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds like they stockpile a lot of chairs for just in
There's
case.
a lot of chairs.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of arguments.
Sounds
And
like
it's not
it.
a proper argument unless it ends with someone throwing a chair.
A lot of people. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If this is what it's going to take, this is what it's going to take. So, let's do it.
All right. She's like I said. So she spends some time now preparing herself to go out.
Oh, for crying out loud! So let's get to it. Go, go, go! I've got the chair ready on top of my head.
She's
I'm
getting
ready
her
to go.
shawl. She's wrapping it
Oh
around.
God!
She's getting her cane.
Oh, for crying out
She leads you out to the awning.
loud! Uh-huh.
And then she locks both doors behind her.
Oh, jeez.
And then she's got on her helmet.
Is this like a steel awning, so chairs are just bouncing off of it
Yeah,
like
you
rain?
hear-
Yeah. Okay.
There's not as many chairs as there were before, but they're still coming down.
Okay.
Instead of like in a huge number like before, it's more like probably one chair every minute or few minutes. So
Every
not as
few
bad as it
minutes.
was.
My God, that we could run. I could run like the wind for that amount of time. I can get far
They
away from.
seem to,
Yeah.
they seem to pick up every once in a while, but you're not sure. The problem is, can you time it and can you judge when they're gonna when? Because you never know. Somebody could when it comes to these arguments, somebody could add sarcasm or irony and just start the whole thing all over again.
Yeah.
And then you've got a worse problem you did before.
Maybe you get personal about somebody's personal appearance. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Could happen. All right. Well, let's just do it. Is she done yet? Can we go?
Yeah, she leads you down. She leads you down to a rowboat that's big enough to hold you. It looks like it had furniture in it before, but has been alleviated of that.
All right.
And she sits down
Uh-huh.
and she looks at the oars, which are too big for her, and looks up at you.
Oh, fine.
Gives
Fine.
a little look at,
I usually charge for rowing.
how much?
The cost of a chair.
Make a persuasion check. Oh, deception check. You're deceiving her.
All right. My deception is +2.
All right.
How do you know that's not true? Maybe I do charge the cost of a chair for rowing. All right, I'm making that up. All right, here we go. An 11.
An 11.
Yeah.
She thinks about
Yeah.
it. She says, I'll give you. And she looks in her purse. She gives you back 7 silver.
All right, let's go.
So you row across this dark lake.
Mm-hmm.
This bastion of chairs and tumbling chairs.
I imagine just broken chairs floating on the waters. You know.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes some of the smaller Mydalfons are using them as rafts. She sails by one. You okay, dear? Yeah, we're doing okay. One just sort of dog paddling because his boat just got hit.
No.
But you can see as you go through the fog, this low mist. It's autumn.
Okay.
So it's what's known as first autumn, because there's a couple of them.
Pretty.
But it has a nice autumnal feeling to it, so it's not too steamy yet.
Autumnal, would
see
you
some-
say? Autumnal?
Autumnal, yeah.
Yeah.
You do
Now,
see-
when you have multiple autumns, do the leaves change like across the spectrum? Like first they turn from green to like a little gold and red,
Yeah.
and then they turn from gold and red to like blue and yellow, and then they
There
turn
are-
from like blue and yellow to like purple and orange. And then...
In this world, there are 13 months. There
Okay.
are 2 winters,
Uh-huh.
2 springs, and 2 autumns, but no summer.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
There you go.
Yeah. Are there 2 Halloweens though? Because that's fun.
They have holidays. Every place has a different holiday. Like
Okay.
the Mutton Trolls, they have a holiday where they basically just yell at each other.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So it's like our Christmas.
Yeah. Is that Bruce? I can hear a cat crying.
Oh yeah, there's a cat in the background. For everyone listening at home, my cat Bruce is very upset that I haven't played with him. And
I'm
it's
sorry,
gonna be
Bruce.
a while. He's gonna
Yeah.
be making that noise for a while. He's established. He's sitting in his play space. He's
Right.
staring expectantly, and he knows what needs to happen next, and it's not gonna happen.
I'm
It's
sorry,
just gonna
Bruce.
Be there a while.
My fault, Bruce.
Yeah, I'll explain
my
it to
fault.
him. So,
Bruce. Oh yeah, sorry. Anyways, so you're going through the water, the low fog is clearing, and then and as you get closer, you can see this mound of chairs, and it's as she described. You see a lot of these are in perfect condition. Somehow they've just landed this way, and have not fallen apart. And in the middle of this mountain, you could see what you think at first is a very large furniture of some kind, but then you see it moving, and then you notice that it's pretty large, about 8 feet tall, comes into the light, and what you see is a 2-headed Etten, a thing that's kind of greenish in color, humanoid. The heads are pretty much evenly spaced apart on this big barrel-chested body.
okay,
The heads have 1 eye each.
yeah,
And they look really stupid.
all right.
And what you see them doing is very interesting, though.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, you're not sure what's happening at first, but as you peer closer,
Yes.
you can see that this troll or this Etten is sitting down on a big sofa, and
Someone
On
must have been very angry.
yeah.
Yeah, if they threw a sofa out there, somebody must have been.
Actually, this is a
Very-
large. This is a massive sofa, especially
Wow.
for a mile. Yeah.
Wow, that must have
So-
been quite an argument.
Yeah. So, and in front of him, he has assembled a bunch of chairs so that they're upside down. The legs are torn off, so he's actually made a table.
Okay.
And on the table, there are these, what you can see about 5 small pigs, green in color, each of them wearing a purple wizard hat. And they're dancing around, and he's all, and the 2 heads are laughing at each other, looking at each other, then laughing at these pigs again. And then they just reach over with a club and go, and the pigs vanish. And then it pulls out a tiny little wand,
Okay.
and it aims it at the table and fires. And then suddenly there are 7 pigs reappear, and they dance around. And so
Are they? What's are they? Did you say they were full size pigs, or are they just?
they are about, well, they're like half size of a regular pig.
Okay.
But they're wearing little wizard hats, and they're green.
What? Okay. Why are they green?
You assume magic,
Fair enough.
because when he hits them, they pop like soap bubbles.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
So
love
he does
it.
again, and then it goes,
So, okay, I lean over to this little Mitophon woman, and I say, just follow my lead, okay? Just follow my lead.
sure, I'll follow from the boat.
Right.
So the boat sails up to the where the happy fellow is, and he. Let's see. He has not noticed you.
Okay.
And he is still just entranced by these pigs. He fires the wand again, but this time he hasn't popped. He gets another 6 pigs. And
are Ettins evil? They're evil, right?
they're chaotic evil.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm not gonna feel bad then about like if I just do something awful to him. Because my first thought was to try to trick the Ettin into just letting me steal some chairs.
Yeah.
But oh, man, maybe. Okay. This is okay. I'm gonna say okay again. And the Ettin, he's big, right?
Yeah, he's about 7 feet. So small for most Ettins, but he's still pretty big.
All right. Well, I'm gonna sneak up to the Ettin. I'm gonna sneak up behind him.
Okay. So the boat docks behind the Ettin. She's staying in the boat. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
All right. I have a +6 on my stealth.
Okay.
So I got a 13. 13
a total?
Yeah.
No modifiers for that?
I got a 7 +6 is 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
He
He's
seems
not very
really
fun.
entranced by those pigs.
yeah.
I gotta say, I guess it's a contested roll, isn't it? Stealth is a contested roll.
Yeah.
He has to roll
So-
against his perception.
You
But
get
he
onto
is
the-
rolling at a disadvantage because he's been distracted by pigs.
Yeah. So,
Okay? Yes?
so you get on the island,
Yes?
and
I thought it was
Yeah,
already
we-
island. That's why I'm sneaking towards him.
yeah, you're sneaking towards him.
Okay.
And as you're sneaking up towards him,
Okay.
your foot slips on the padding of a discarded, overstuffed chair, and gets stuck for a second, and you slip, and then one of the heads turns, and then the other one goes, and the other one goes, and then roll initiative.
Is this a good time for a cliffhanger?
Yeah, we can cliffhang this one.
I don't know. I haven't murdered anything yet. Let's wait till
True.
after I murder it. That's a good
Okay.
question.
Sure.
We've been at this about an hour and a half, and I know that our first episode might be a little longer than those to come. And I'm just,
Yeah.
for the people at home, I could get, I'm just, I'm thinking about our listeners. All right, but I think a cliffhanger is coming up on us soon. I really do. Okay, so here's what I do. I roll initiative.
Yes.
Do I roll initiative to see if I roll initiative?
No, go ahead, roll initiative.
Okay. So I get +5. Do you get a dexterity bonus on initiative too?
You get whatever is your whatever it says your initiative bonus is.
All right, I get a +8
that
because
is
I know
fine.
I have the aware feat, which gives me a +5,
Yeah.
and I got a high dexterity
That's
+3.
what it is.
All right, I rolled a 22.
Oh yeah, you go first.
All right,
Roll
good.
7.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do. By the way, what kind of sword do I have? Just a plain old scimitar?
Oh yeah, I don't think you have anything special on you yet.
Okay.
And you're
No,
a
I
druid,
don't. Sucks
level
to be
5
me.
druid.
Yeah, it sucks to be me. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to duck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to sort of roll behind the thing, and I'm going to use beast form to transform druidically into a giant spider.
Nice, excellent choice.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
Wild shape, rather. Wild shape,
Yeah.
it's called.
Now, is that the transformation is a bonus action, right?
I
That
guess
means
so,
you still
yeah.
Can act on that.
No, it's an action. I'm sorry. It is a full-on action,
It's a
according
full
to
action,
this.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I take a bonus action to, I don't know, give him the finger?
Sure, that's your bonus action. You
Okay.
have one little spider finger. That's how you transform. You give him the finger, and you just become a spider into that motion. That
Oh,
sweeping
nice.
motion of raising the hand, and then boom, full on spider.
Nice. Well, okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to retreat with because my movement is still there. I'm going to move like 30 feet from him and make him come close to me.
Mhm.
That's what I'm going to do.
All right. All right. So you guys are close enough to attack each other right now. So he's gonna move towards you.
But don't I get
And
to my movement if I win initiative? Don't I get to do my movement before? Like, what's his movement?
Oh yeah,
I'm
you
being
get to
whiny
move.
now.
Yeah, you can move. Yeah, you can move. Where did you move? Did you move away from him?
Yeah, away from him. I'm gonna move 30
okay.
feet away from him. I'm gonna make him close.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
So he's gonna close towards you, but the island is big enough to do that. So he's gonna close towards you, but he can't really. He doesn't have any distance attacks. So he's basically just going and swinging his Morning Star around.
Okay. Is it the next round then?
Yeah, it was the next round already.
Okay. So while he's still out of reach, I have a web attack.
Okay.
It is a ranged weapon attack, +5 to hit. Close range is 30 feet, so I'm assuming within 30 feet. One creature. Hit! The target is restrained by webbing. As an action, the restrained target can make a DC 12 strength check, bursting the webbing on a success. He's probably really strong. The webbing can also be attacked and destroyed. AC 10, HP 5, vulnerability to fire damage, immune to bludgeoning, poison, and psychic damage. So I'm gonna try to web the fucker.
Okay.
Okay. Pardon my profanity.
Perfectly acceptable.
Good. All right. Here we're gonna roll, and 9.
His armor class is 12.
Son of a bitch.
So yeah, he just watches this little silver streak of webbing go by.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use my movement after that to try to get away from him, like sort of try to circle around the edge of the island. I don't know if I can stay out of his reach.
Okay. Yeah. Is that attack of opportunity there? That's an.
Oh, is he within attack range though? I thought he didn't quite.
He didn't get within 5 feet of you. So no, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so do that.
I'm just gonna try to keep my distance from him, so he has to close if he wants to get close to me.
Yeah. Okay. He has a 40-foot range.
That bastard.
So he's gonna close in.
Okay.
And he's gonna take another swing with his Morning Star.
Okay.
And he rolled a 14 plus. Where is it? I had it a second ago. Where'd it go? He has a -1, so he has a 13.
Woo! My armor class is well. Actually, it's generally 15. What is it when I'm a spider? Doesn't say. Oh, 14. Okay.
Okay, so you get hit.
I'm in shittier. I'm as a giant spider. I have worse armor than just.
But you get to
being
do
me.
things though. You get to shoot webs.
Yeah, it's true. I do get to do things.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Boop-a-doop-a-doo.
Well, is it my turn now?
Let me see what damage he does. Do you? 2.
You said he missed.
No, he hit you.
Oh.
Yeah, 14.
Oh.
Your thing is
Ow.
14. No, 13. You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yay!
Okay, go ahead.
Oh. Yay! Okay.
He rolled a 7, and he gets a +7 to attack, and then he gets a -1 for his dexterity. So
Yeah, and my armor class is 14, so he misses me by just 1 point.
All right, so he just swings, and you see this Morning Star crash down next to you.
Right by my spider face.
Yeah, utterly destroying a wingback chair.
Oh,
Nice velvet.
no. Was it a
Green
nice
velvet
one?
wingback. It was a nice one, yeah. You can hear a little squeak from the boat behind you.
Oh, every time he misses a chair is going to just something beautiful is going to be destroyed, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, all right. Well, I've got a bite attack.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're now within 5 feet of each other. So.
Okay. So, I get to roll. I've got a +5 to hit. Yes. Okay, +5 to hit, and no, I rolled a 2 + 5 is 7.
Ah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, his armor class is 12.
Yeah, no, that's no good, is it?
So you're like, and that just goes by his arm. He's like, oh, geez.
What, do I destroy any chairs by accident?
No, you're okay.
Okay, good.
You're not as chair destroyee as he is. So he freaks out with that, and he's just gonna take a swing and go for another Oh, he gets a multi-attack, actually, but he only has one Morning Star. So he's going to try to punch you with the second attack. There we go. So Morning Star attack. He gets a 19 plus 7.
Ow.
So that hits.
That hits.
And then his Fisty Punch.
Yeah.
He gets a 2 plus 7. So that one misses.
Oh, that misses.
Yeah.
That's a 9.
So
that
you
misses.
get Morning Star hits again. You get. Did we roll damage on the last Morning Star?
No, because he missed me.
He missed you. That's right. This one hits. Sorry.
What are
I'm
you
losing
trying to
track.
pull here, Ricky?
I'm just seeing if you're paying attention.
You dirty
So,
pool playing
That's a 7.
son of a dog.
That's a 5. That's a 12. Plus 5 is 17 points of damage.
Whoa,
Right on your
okay.
little
So the
spider.
giant spider has only 26 points of damage. So that means he has only 9 points left as a giant
Right.
spider.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do as a giant spider, seeing as it's my turn. Is dashing is a full action, not a bonus action, right?
Full action, yeah.
Yeah.
You're doubling your distance.
Okay, I am going to run. I'm not going to dash, but I am going to go as fast as I can, 30 feet away from him,
Okay.
and get some distance, get a full 30 feet distance, and then use my action. Oh shit, he's going to get a damn it, he's going to get like an opportunity attack if I run, isn't he?
Yeah, this distance, yeah. You have to disengage first, which is a whole action. You just basically lose an action if you disengage.
All right, I will lose an action disengaging, and I will run 30 feet from him.
Okay. So you do like, woo, 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 woo. Your spider sound.
That's a great sound. Does my spider make that all the time?
Yeah, you sure, yeah.
Oh wow! Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great sound. I love that sound.
Right. But his
Woo, 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 woo.
his distance is 40 feet, so he's still going to catch up to you.
Oh well, then why did I bother? Oh
don't know.
man.
Yeah.
Okay. God, son of a
But-
bitch!
He didn't get it. He didn't get an attack of opportunity, so.
Oh, he just gets a normal attack, which I
Yeah.
could have just used, which he would have gotten anyway if I had just stood
Right.
there and
Right.
used my action to, like, change back out of this.
Right.
Right.
Oh, you know what?
What?
I'm not going to apply this to you, but I will apply it to him. This is difficult terrain. Where you're running across
Oh,
chairs.
that's right, and I'm a spider.
You're a spider. If you were a human, you would have to have difficult terrain
That's
adjustment.
right. Oh,
So he can
that's
only
very
move 20
cool.
feet. So he runs towards you and stops halfway and just.
As he's scrambling over wingbacks
Oh
and
yeah,
Chesterfields.
he's like
and-
almost there, and then he falls back over a wingback, and then gets back up again, and there's an office chair with his wheel stuck in his nose.
Is there like a solid oak shaker furniture? Some like a...
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got his leg is
Whew.
stuck right in the middle of it.
Okay. All right. Well, here's what's
Yeah.
going to happen. So he's going to end 10 feet from me, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. Here's what I'm going to do.
All right.
New turn. He's still far from me. I am going to use now an action to change back. No, shit. Wait a minute. I am going to run another. I'm going to, circle the island another 30 feet from him
Mm-hmm.
as a spider. And
Right.
then I'm going to use the action to change back
Okay.
into an ugly bearded gentleman with a cigar.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
How's that?
All right. Yeah. So
Okay.
you're now. What is that? He only went 20. You went 30 around. So you're 50 feet apart.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're looking at an island is about 100 feet in diameter. So
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
you got space to go.
All right. Good.
So he's just he's just a big dummy. So he's just gonna try and scramble towards you still.
Okay.
And, you're still keeping distance. He only gets 20 feet over there.
Yeah.
But now he stops. He gets his full. He tries to do his full 40, but I'm gonna do 20. So now he just gets really angry and he picks up a couch and he throws it at you.
Oh.
So go ahead and make a dexterity. Well, no, you don't have to make a dex. What is your dex? Tell me what your dex is.
My dex is 16, so I got a plus 3.
Actually, we're just gonna do your AC. So he throws that.
Okay.
His dex is -1.
Ooh.
And he rolled a 2, so he got a 1. So you just stand there as a spider, as a sofa flies over your head. And
that
he's just roaring some more.
that dirty son of a bitch. All right. Well, first thing I'm going to do, I will use a cantrip. I will do produce flame on him, which I get a +7 to hit.
Okay.
All right.
Excellent choice.
+7 to hit. Produce flame. Ooh, a 10 + 7 is a 17.
Ooh, that definitely hits.
17!
Yes. Go ahead and roll damage.
2d8. Come on, 2d8. That's an average of probably 8 points. That's not a whole lot. Oh, yes, 8 + 2 is 10.
So you did 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like it. He goes.
Okay, so I'm going to use the rest of my movement now over difficult terrain to put some more distance between me and him as much as I can. What is my movement? Where does it say my movement is? Hello, little Aiden. What is my... What's for my movement? Little D&D Beyond?
30.
30? Okay.
Yeah,
so I get to
you're
move
doing
15 feet.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, he looks a little scorched, but not too shabby.
All right.
He's just gonna chuck another sofa, and every time he picks up one of these sofas, you can hear the mouse or the rat woman squeak an objection.
Okay.
Here comes another large sofa.
Oh my God.
15 minus 1 is 14.
Woo! I am armor class 15. I just barely make it. Whoa! I just barely die. I feel the velvet just graze my forehead as it goes by.
Yeah, but it's smooth as it goes by because it's velvet. You're like, shh.
It's like, oh, that's a nice
That
sofa.
one actually would have been nice.
Wow.
Yeah. Being hit by that one, that would have been good.
Wow, nice sofa. Nice sofa. Yeah, it's a nice sofa. It really is.
Yeah.
All right.
Tried to close in again, but he only got another 20 feet. So.
All right, so I'm still far from. All right, this time, I am going to cast Thunder Wave.
A wave that thunders?
Yes, and I'm going to use one of my 3rd level spell slots. So I will get 4d8 if I hit him with it.
Oh, wow.
Actually,
okay.
I think I hit him. Do I hit automatically? Let's consult Thunder Wave, shall we?
Okay. Shall we? Yes.
Here we go. Indeed we shall.
Right.
A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature within a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage, and that's, by the way, without casting in a higher spot, and pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of the effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from you by the spell's effect, and the spell emits a thunderous boom audible out of 300 feet. Now I'm casting at a higher level, so I can do a 48, which means I am gonna ripple some chairs, my friend.
Wow.
There is gonna be a wave of chairs emanating out from me, Akira style.
Chair damage today.
Yep.
Mr.
Yeah.
So he has to. So not only whether or not you hit his armor class or not, he has to roll Constitution, right?
Yeah, he takes it automatically. Yeah, he takes it automatically. He just has to roll a Constitution save against a. What is my DC? What is my spell DC? That's a good question. Spell DC is 15.
Okay. He rolled an 18 plus 3. So he's got 21. So
all right.
So he didn't get pushed. But so what's the damage for no push?
It's just half damage.
First.
It's 4d8 and then half.
Okay.
So
go ahead and do that. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do a couple things here. So that's just the first part of it. Because you got chairs flying.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. So that's 9 plus another 8, which is what, 17. Do you always round up or always round down in D&D? I forget. Up.
I round up.
Okay, so he does 9. He takes 9 points.
9 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is not that much considering I just used a 3rd level spell slot.
Really, just 9. Okay. So, but you just made a bunch of chairs fly everywhere too.
Yep.
So while he's like bearing the brunt of it, he gets hit with. We're gonna see how many chairs he gets hit with. He gets hit with 2 chairs.
Yes.
And well, they come towards him. So the first one.
Yeah.
He gets hit with the first one.
That's a wingback.
The second one, which we'll say is a folding chair that just flew over his head. So he gets hit with one chair.
Okay.
And then for that, he gets another 8 points of damage.
Yay!
So we have altogether that attack did 17 points of damage.
Okay, guys. Does he look at all hurt?
He doesn't look happy about what's going on here. And let me see. Let's subtract here. He looks very unhappy about what's happening here. You can actually see pieces of wood sticking into his body.
Okay.
He's got bruises that are forming. It looks like one eye is swelling.
Oh man.
And he just thinks about it. And then
Did I run away from him before? No, so I haven't made my movement yet. So can I run my 20 feet away from him?
Full dash. He's gonna do his full 40 feet to do a full dash toward you, like he's trying to charge.
Oh no. Okay.
But that's his movement though. He just runs towards you.
That's his action too if he's dashing.
Yeah.
So he don't get to attack me.
He goes 40 feet towards you.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna get murderized. I'm gonna get murderized on an island full of chairs.
How far were you away from him?
I don't remember. Like, I was within 15 feet, but then I ran afterwards. So I ran 20 feet afterwards, and then he ran a full 40 feet. So yeah, he by the end of his movement, he's gonna be caught up with me.
So he was 35. You're 35 feet away from you.
Yeah.
So he just ran past you.
He didn't stop when he got to me.
He didn't stop. He's so angry, so blind with rage. He ran past you, and he rolled a 1. He's in the water. Just.
Is he swimming?
And doesn't look like it.
Is he sinking?
He hasn't come back up.
Okay, I'm gonna ready I got a poison spray cantrip, and I'm just gonna have it ready. I'm gonna ready an action to nail him with poison spray. If I see anything coming up, do I see bubbles moving towards me? Maybe.
Roll perception.
All right. Give me a sec. All right. +9. 23.
Okay, you definitely see bubbles just before his head comes over the side, but it's your turn, so you get to react first to his rising from the depths.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot a poison spray cantrip at him.
Okay.
And the poison spray, it does not need it to hit, but he has to make a Constitution saving throw, a con saving throw. I don't think it needs it to hit. Hang on. Yep, he needs a Constitution saving throw. Okay. Yeah, or he takes. Oh, he takes nothing, I guess, on us if he saves. Oh, that was foolish of me.
What did he need to be? He got 16 altogether.
Oh, he needed to beat a 15.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he takes it. He's like.
All right, I am gonna run then 20 feet from the shore.
Okay. Yeah, you're about 10 feet apart from each other right now when he first came up.
Okay, good. I'm gonna run and make that a nice 30 feet.
Okay. Oh, you're human now. So you have to. It's going to be bad terrain, so it's 15 feet.
Oh, okay. I don't have a base of 4. I have a base of 30. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So 15
feet. 15 feet away from him. So for a total of 25 feet.
All right.
And he can get up to 20 feet up to you. So.
Well, he's got to climb out of the water first.
He is he's standing because the chair island goes down like a curve, so he's got knees in the water, so he's standing on whatever is underneath.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't have to do a getting up from being prone mover which would have his movement, right?
Yeah. What we did basically is we skipped 2 turns.
Okay.
He was prone under the water. He was there under for a while.
Okay.
And then he came up, and then you got your turn.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. So does he close on me, or what's the deal?
He can get up to 5 feet.
Because he's got a 20, right? With his over rough terrain?
Yes. So he's going to try to close. He's still just pretty enraged, although kind of wet. So we're going to give him. What do we want to do? So if he gets up at 5, you're 25. It just needs to be 5 feet away to punch you in the face, right?
Yeah.
Probably. 5 feet.
Oh, to punch me? Annette probably has a big.
He doesn't have his morning stars anymore.
Oh.
The morning stars gone.
No, then he's got to be in. Unless he's got because he's so tall, he's got a big reach. Then I think otherwise he has to engage, so be in the same right up next to me.
Yeah. So he's doing a multi-attack, but it's just fisty punches.
All right.
So he doesn't get any of his usual bonuses for a weapon.
Okay.
First one's an 11, -1, so 10. Second one is an 11, -1, 10. So he missed you. He's like, whoosh, whoosh. And these giant fists go flying over your head.
All right. Okay, I have a question now. Because I am the Circle of Stars druid. I'm using the Unearthed Arcana.
The brand new Unearthed Arcana.
Yes.
D Beyond.
So, I have a spell here called Guiding Bolt.
All right.
But what I'm not sure is, because it says underneath it, Guiding Bolt, first level evocation, blah, blah, blah. But under the names where it's, Druid, it says Star Map. Do I have to be in Star Map form to cast Guiding Bolt?
I think you have to use one of your animal transformations, your shape changes, and become this star form.
Should have done that instead of the spider, huh?
How many transformations did you have?
I get 2, and then I have to do a short rest.
Okay, so you got one more.
I got one more, but it's going to take me a whole action. And
the shift?
Yeah. It's not a bonus action, right? Pretty
no,
sure.
I thought shape shifting was a bonus.
We took a whole action when I went to Wild Shape. That's an action. Starry form. As an action, you can expend the use of your Wild Shape to become a starry form.
I was incorrect.
Okay.
He's not looking good. I mean, the water didn't clean him up too much. You can still see the bruises and the burn marks and the pieces of wood sticking out of him.
All right. So if I do another, it's like, do I risk? He's got a pretty good constitution, right? I'm guessing he's got a constitution bonus.
He's all strength and constitution.
All right. Well, I'm going to do another produce flame then, I guess.
Okay.
I'm going to use a little produce flame cantrip. And I got a 22, not a natural. I got an unnatural 22, which,
damaging. Yeah.
And I rolled an 11 damage.
Ooh, that's not bad.
11 damage.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, he didn't like that at all. He's like,
and then I'm going to use my whatever movement I have to get another 15 feet away from him.
Okay. Which you do. So, he looks confused by everything that's going on at this point. And thinks about it. And loses a turn thinking about it.
Okay. I go, yeah, I know.
Like one head is looking up like this. The other one's like going,
That was like, all right, I'm going to use Wild Shape to adopt a starry form.
All right.
As ridiculous as it sounds. So I can take the form of a star map in my whole body. Now I can either do a chalice form, in which case I get some bonus to cast healing. An archer, I gain a bonus action to make a ranged attack. Or I become a dragon, make an intelligent wisdom check or a con saving throw, maintain concentration. I'm going to take the archer form.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So you use your action to change into this.
Yes.
What does your form look like when you become like this?
It looks handsome.
Right.
No. It says I alter your form as an action. Expend use of Wild Shape. I take on a starry form. It's just like my whole body looks like a regular body, except it's sort of like the shape of like, it's sort of, now I become sort of, I look like according to what I read, and maybe I've forgotten, maybe I was reading something else.
Right. I mean, you can add whatever flavor you want to it.
Well, the flavor I add is grape.
Okay.
No.
So you're purple.
Yes.
Are we
No.
talking green grape?
I'm the shape of a man, my same shape, but I sort of look like a big constellation of stars in a starry night.
So dark with little white pin lights.
Yeah.
And
I'd
little
like-
lines. Little lines.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if the lines are there. Let's say they are. Let's say just
cool.
because. Yeah.
That's cool.
You know, it's
Is it on your
magic.
chest?
There's
Is the
no
chalice-
science
is-
behind this. Yeah, it does.
What
because
is
it's
it?
cool.
The archer that you're the archer?
Yes.
So you
Yes.
got an archer where? On your chest, your butt, where?
All over me. I am now the constellation
Whoa.
of the archer, my whole self, which is
Wow.
weird because it's the same shape as a person. I think it's on my chest, actually.
You're
is
like
what
one of those tattoo guys that went crazy.
Yeah, I think that's what happens.
You're like, check out my sleeve, and you're like, that's too much, sir.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, please, sir. Sir, you're
hurting
making
yourself.
us all uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Showing us that. And I guess it just like comes over, like, you know, it envelops over my clothes transform to the whole thing, as far as I can tell. I don't know. I didn't write this. Ask Gygax. Gygax
This is post Gygax, sir.
We're in a post Gygax era.
Yeah.
Okay, so as a bonus action, I get to make a ranged attack dealing 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
So I got to roll. I guess I got to roll to see if I hit him.
Right.
This is my bonus.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know what my. I guess a +3. So I rolled in 12. I rolled in 12.
You rolled in
12.
His armor class is 12. Congratulations!
Oh, I hit him.
You did a blasty.
I did a
What kind of
blasty
damage you
thingy
doing with that?
to his with a. I pull back with a big like star. A big star arrow appears in my hand with a bow, and as it let go, I say, "By the power of Grayskull!"
Oh,
and
wow.
not knowing
That's
what that
trademarked.
means.
You have no idea. You say it, but you're like, why did I say
Yeah, he just doesn't know. And I hit him for 8 points of damage.
it? 8?
Yes.
All right. All
Okay.
that for that. Huh? All right.
Yeah. And then
That's
I'm
good.
going to use my movement to get another 15 feet away from him.
Okay. Yeah.
Make him
He's
close.
just, he looks so bad. This light arrow just pierces him, goes through one side and the other, and you can actually see like a thin hole that's gone through his shoulder.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, "Whoa," and he's so mad, and he's just coming right at you again. He's gonna do that run again.
Okay. He's got to
and-
catch up, though, right?
And ooh, he rolled a 20.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so he did not go in the water. In
Oh, I
fact,
thought that was to hit me.
No, but he dashed. So he had to run up to you to catch up
Okay.
to you to get his full 40.
Okay.
And now he's just, right. He's come right up to you again, but he can't
He's-
do anything.
Oh, because he dashed.
He dashed. Yeah,
That asshole.
he would have gone in the water
What?
again.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Wow. He hasn't hit me once. No, he did. He hit my spider. He did a really dead. But my spider, when I change back, I get everything back. Okay. So now that I am in this form, I am going to cast Guiding Bolt,
Okay.
and that is I get a +7 to hit. It is a flash of light. Blah blah blah. On a hit, target takes 46 of radiant damage. And
Okay.
the next roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage, thanks to the mystical dim light glittering off the target until then.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to be all sparkly. So I say, Bolt, guide me! And I just guide towards your target, Bolt,
All right.
pal. I got to work on something cooler
You
to
hear,
say.
you hear a cosmic.
All right. And I rolled a dirty 20, a natural 20, 13
Filthy
plus
dirty-
7.
Okay, you hit him so hard. Tell me what happens with that damage.
Ooh,
With-
let's
with
find out,
rolling.
shall we?
Yeah, let's roll it.
Let's roll it. 6 and 7, 13.
13. So your bolt hits him,
Yeah.
and you see it just hit the chest full on. He goes, "Whoa," and little flames come out of his eyes, and he just collapses.
Do like flames? Does like they go and the two heads like turn at each other and then they burn each other's faces and then?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
All right, sure. Why not? You know what? That's cool. Yeah, let's do it. Why?
Yeah.
That's great.
His last words are furniture pigs.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds ominous.
Yeah.
Is that cliffhanger ominous?
Maybe. Is there anything you would like to do before we close this session?
Wow. Well, tell you what. Let's do it right now. Because if I'm going to loot the body, let's wait until next time.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been listening to One Man Murder Maze, the special 2-hour introductory episode.
Right. Sorry we're not in the maze yet. We'll be there next time.
We'll be there next time. Remember, Ricky Simons, go to rickysimons.com. He's selling some books and stuff.
Tabbycat.com, actually. There's a rickysimons.com.
Okay.
But all the stuff's at Tabbycat.
Tabbycat.com. Okay. I have
go to
erictrueheart.com.
But you know what? Go to Ricky Simons at Twitter. That's the best place.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
At Ricky Simons.
Go there.
I'm at Eric Trueheart.
Where do you want to send your people?
I don't know. There's a website. I got a website, erictrueheart.com. Well, just Google up my name and the medium-sized book of Zim scripts. Hopefully it will be out by the time you hear this. Okay. And remember, everyone, don't go out in a rain of chairs.
Right. Yeah, exactly. We hope that you enjoyed this first episode. I promise there will be more murder next time. Or maybe more chairs. We don't know how this is going to go.
We don't know.
It's crazy.
This is concluded. Episode 1, Reign of Chairs.
Yes, Reign of Chairs.
This has been One Man Murder Maze with Ricky Simons and Eric Trueheart. If you enjoyed the show, hey, please tip your Maze Master for maze maintenance at paypal.me/OneManMurderMaze. Our audio podcast is available on Apple and Stitcher. Our videos are on twitch.tv/OneManMurderMaze and also on YouTube. Just search for One Man Murder Maze. Our website is, OneManMurderMaze.com. If life puts you in a maze, you can always murder your way out.